Two, one, and we are live. What's up, American Dystopia family? Matt, we got a lot of
And
dystopia.
YangGang.
I mean,
I know. Right now, we are living in a dystopia. I mean, we have been, but it's
I
getting
know, but
more
like, why do you
dystopian.
feel the need to like correct that every time? Because I'm sure that the YangGang knows that they're the YangGang, right?
Yeah, because it's
They're in that
what do you
collective
call it?
dystopia.
An intro that once you have it, it's got to stay the same the rest of your life. You can never change it ever.
Now, see, I don't agree with that because
What's up, YangGang?
I've heard wrestlers who would, they would go through their little spells or whatever. They would come back and they would change like their little intro or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that
Anyway, we have a lot to get into, and
I'm not
some not so good stuff, as y'all know, to talk about. But first, we want to get into the good stuff, not wrestling, because nobody cares about wrestling. We want to talk about.
But I wanted to do the if you smell. I mean, and you're like, I didn't get that opportunity. So thank you for robbing me of that.
Trying to keep it light for now. There's a lot of dark in the world.
There is definitely a lot of dark in the world, and we're going to get into all that. But right now, first things first, we want to shout out to our Patreons and our donors. If you would like to contribute in any way, shape, or form to this channel, links are all in the description below. We appreciate it very much.
And shout out to Chance and Ken, our new patrons.
Shout out to y'all.
Yeah.
For sure. We wanted to definitely illustrate our new patrons, and shout outs to the ones who have been with this channel for so long and help support the content creation on this channel.
Y'all are awesome.
Y'all are definitely awesome, and we have got some really exciting news as far as this channel is concerned. And one of those things that is on our radar is so like what we do on this channel is we represent like the broke folk, right? Mm-hmm. That's what we do. We're just average, everyday Americans who are average, everyday Americans.
That's us.
The broke folk vote. That's what we are. And we want to give back, right? We want to do something really awesome for some people. But being the broke folk vote, we got to do it our way. So what we have planned on doing is going to a Dollar Tree.
Now everything's a dollar.
Everything's a dollar at the Dollar Tree. Going there and surprising people and having them go on, like a 3 or 4 minute shopping spree, whatever they can get, and it's going to be a lot of dollars that that add up. But we want to help break the dystopia that's gripping America. I mean, it's so tragic to see what's going on. And
we're not going to get into that yet.
We're not.
We're going to get into the happy, good stuff about how awesome the YangGang is. Y'all already know how awesome you are.
Wow. Yes. For those out there who are saying that the YangGang is dissolving or is dead, y'all don't even know. We are just picking up steam. And it's so cool to see what the YangGang does. One of the YangGang heard that in this area where we're at, we are having a severe shortage of anything like sanitizing wipes, hand sanitizer.
You can't get any of that kind of stuff around here. It's just non-existent.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
I don't know if that's anything.
It's like they went straight from the toilet paper aisle to the PPE section.
It's all gone. It's been gone. And you can't find it online either, or else we would have ordered something online.
Well, it just takes so long to get it. By that time we're already out. So anyway, one of the YangGang heard that we couldn't get those things, and they were kind enough to send us
a little care package.
A care package. Masks.
We're doing unboxing here. Look at that, some masks.
We got wipes. We got gloves. They're extra large gloves. They didn't know I got small hands. But it's okay. Thank you so much for that. Oh, hand sanitizer. What? This is not a paid promotion. And even even was kind enough to think of Little Yang and sent Little YangGang a couple masks. How cool is that? So thank you very, very much for that. It's very much appreciated.
Anonymous YangGang. Thank you.
That just shows you right there the love that surrounds this movement. The idea of humanity first.
And we're always there for each other, you know?
And we have to be, man, because, you know, it's like the other night, Rad Max, who is a frequenter of this channel, put out on Twitter that somebody desperately they were facing, you know, having their power turned off, and the person was on insulin, and they need the power on to keep the insulin cold. And, you know, so we put it out there, and I hope that the donations reached what they needed to reach, and we gave. And that's not a pat on our back. I'm just using that as an illustration of the beauty of the YangGang and what it is that we are doing with this movement. And it's really, really powerful. And if y'all aren't familiar with the Trickle Up, y'all have definitely got to go over to the Trickle Up and check it out. What are we turning off? I guess we're turning something off. Anyway, the Trickle Up. It is a centralization of all the Andrew Yang content, and we are blessed to be a part of that. And it has been launched. It is live, so definitely go over there and check that out. We'll make sure to link it in the description below. Where did my sidekick go? I don't know about y'all, but it is hotter than mud stew here, and we don't have any air conditioning.
And the reason we don't have air conditioning is because we're up north, where it normally doesn't get very warm, and if it does get warm, it's a very short amount of time. So it's been like upper 80s around here, but we're used to it. I mean, we're from North Carolina. 80s. It's not that bad.
Man, it is. See, look, she loves the hot weather. I can't stand it, man. That's why I love being up north, because I don't have to deal with it as much.
Well, this is how it works here. He may disagree, but we get 2 months of summer, which is like 80s sometimes. It still can get down to like really cold at night, right? 2 months. And then it's back to winter, and it's snowing all the time, and it's winter for 10 months, and it snows, and it snows, and it snows.
Before you smack me in the face, right, with your hand, with all your gesturing over here, let me explain this to y'all. It's not like that. It's 3 months of each season. 3 months of each season. Winter. With a few days transition period in between.
No, listen, winter here is not 3 months. We just spent all winter here.
I know.
Let's go from the first snow to the last snow. How long was that? Because I'll say that determines when winter is over, the last snow.
I mean, if you're using but no, you can't.
It snowed like 3 weeks ago.
It did snow like 3 weeks ago, but it was like a North Carolina snow. It snowed that morning, and then it was gone that night.
Doesn't matter. If it's cold enough to snow and it's snowing, it is winter. Who agrees with me? Everybody. Look. Everybody.
Was just I for sure have. I love it. I love it.
Hi, sister.
And I wish one thing about it. Oh, one of these another thing that is really awesome is we have launched another channel.
We're just gonna keep making channels. Why? Because it's fun.
I guess so. It's not fun. What about your YouTube channel?
Yeah, don't you have a channel too?
Yeah. Oh,
you met your
there you have it.
So if y'all have kids, his channel will be launching. It's going to be a kids channel, obviously, to entertain other children with his antics. I've been taking a lot of footage because all the time now, all he wants me to do is follow him around with the camera. Like literally, he's like, "Come on, come record me." And so I have a lot of footage to get through, and then I'll launch him a little, a kids channel for y'all's kids.
He's a ham. He gets it from his dad. I'm kind of that way myself. It's like once the camera gets rolling, I'm good. So,
okay, give me 1 minute, and
I'll
on to. For you.
Are we gonna?
Wait till silly goose.
No, we don't. So, what do we got to talk about today? We're talking about American dystopia. We're talking about the stuff that's going on in other cities right now. What do we need to do to get
demonetized Yeah.
See, that's why I said we had to wait till he goes and gets entertained. I'm gonna go find him something. So if you can
Sure.
keep everyone busy, I'll be back in a jiffy. I don't really talk like that.
We are losing subscribers as we speak. But this is why y'all tune into this show, because it is such a train wreck. And I mean, at the very least, we hope we keep you entertained. So I guess since she's gonna do that, and speaking of being in front of the camera, one of the things that we wanted to talk about today was the YangGang going before Congress. And if y'all don't know that this is a thing, it's a thing. We actually have an invitation from Tim Ryan to speak before Congress on the subject of UBI. And that is something that's very, very huge. I don't know how much of a difference it's going to make, to be honest. I've given it a lot of thought. And unfortunately, it's getting a lot of support and garnering a lot of support from the Democrat side, but it's not garnering any kind of support on the Republican side to speak of at this point. And that's something that's going to have to change if universal basic income as an idea is to move forward. And that is what we want. We do want it to move forward. And that's a reason that I intend to run as a Republican, because we need that support on both sides of the aisle in order to get universal basic income passed. However, at the very least, if we can and are afforded the opportunity to speak in front of Congress, which we have been told that we will be able to do, it's going to be huge. It's going to be huge because a lot of people are going to get to hear from a different perspective. And speaking of that, I've got to come up with a video, a short video of what my speech before Congress would be like. And then I guess they're going to pick the best people. And I have to get that in.
You got to be the best.
I got to be the best. I got to be the best because I have to represent the broke folk.
Right.
And that's a lot of pressure, believe it or not, because the broke folk is the vast majority of this country. And it's going to take all of us rallying as one, be it whether we're Democrat, Republican, Independent. I guess Libertarians doesn't quite get on board with it, but we outnumber him, right? He wants to be on camera. Well,
I figured it wouldn't go well with our what we're about to talk about. So I mean, yeah, he can hear about it. I just don't want him going while we're talking about serious things.
Right. So what did you do?
Just told him to leave us alone for a minute because there's something serious to talk about, and then he can come back in and be silly in a few minutes.
Okay. We're gonna assume that that's handled it.
Yeah, he looks really mad. He looks really mad.
he don't like to. Okay, so anyway, back to my speech.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of pressure because I have to figure out an articulate way to say you guys are doing your fucking jobs, and I need you to do your jobs because there's a lot of people whose lives are being destroyed as we speak because y'all are sitting on your hands and not doing your damn jobs, and that's both sides of the aisle. So it's going to be hard for me to not go off on Nancy Pelosi because I want to. I want to.
Just now.
It's was that evil maniacal, the vitriolic giggle. So that's going to be interesting to see how that comes out, that video. So I need to, yeah. So we're going to have an opportunity, and we're going to be representing the broke folk vote for Congress. So pretty cool stuff. Definitely want to stay tuned for that. We'll give you the specifics on that. So what did you have in mind the serious stuff.
Well, we were saying, you know, part of the title, I think, that Andrew Yang was right about, and it may have been this event that set it off, but the rioting and protests, looting, like everybody, you know what's going on in Minneapolis, but not only there, in cities across the country, unless you've been under a rock. But Andrew Yang said this type of stuff would happen, and it's not just because of economic trouble. You know, that's one factor of it, though. The scarcity mindset.
What's wrong with living under a rock?
There's nothing wrong with living under a rock. I'm not
Sorry, I just wanted to bring a little levity. I mean, because it is such a, oh my gosh, it breaks my heart to see, because it doesn't need to happen this way. It didn't. It's crazy. But what the hell do you expect to happen?
Yeah.
What do you expect? I mean, seriously, people are pissed because there's not been any justice.
And there is the latest news on that. He was the police officer that murdered George Floyd was brought in. They said he was in protective custody, but now he is being charged, but with third-degree murder. And I don't feel like that's justice. So if you are on Twitter and you don't feel like that's justice, we are trending #JusticeNow, among others. So that's the one the YangGang, I think, picked out to help get to the top, you know.
We talked about this earlier, and you know, we talked about the vision for the future, right? Like what our children are going to hopefully be like. And there are words that my son will never hear from my mouth or her mouth. So if it's going to be heard, it's going to be by somebody else's mouth. But that's the kind of future that I want to leave. I don't want there to be division. I don't want there to be hatred. I don't want there to be this warfare that's going on. It's just nuts. It's nuts. And it's on all levels, and it's on all fronts. And it's all of us fighting to make a better world for our kids. And when shit like this happens, man, it's like 3 steps fucking back. And it's got to stop. It's nuts. I don't know. Take it over. Get your turkey leg.
You're right. It's you would think after all the years that we've all been dealing with this, and African Americans in particular having to deal with this for years and years and years, you think we'd get to a better place. And it doesn't seem like we really are.
But
I mean, some of us, but it's just.
I think we are. Okay, but Bo talked about this on his channel, Bo the Fifth Column. And he said, you know, when I was younger, and this was true for when I was younger, you know, like interracial dating was, you didn't do that. You know, that was a no-no.
That's true.
But now, somewhere along my lifetime, it's just become accepted, and it ain't no thing no more. It ceased to be a thing. The only
people that seem to care about it are like old racist
people. Exactly.
Yeah.
So I think that we are getting better. I think that there's just a lot of room for improvement.
Also, the police problem that we have is not getting better. It helps that people can film. It helps. Body cameras help. Like these kind of things help bring it to light. But we have a real police problem in this country, and something needs to be done.
And that ain't no joke. I don't know how many of y'all have ever had the police in your life or had to have the police in your life, but they have never done anything good for me. Never. Never, not one time.
I'm trying to think if they have for me.
Yeah, for me.
Not that I can recall. They really do need to be there. I mean, we all say this to actually serve the people and protect the people, not to harass people and rape
Man, if the
children.
people all had guns, we
Murder
wouldn't need
people.
the fucking police. I mean, we would need investigators, but we wouldn't need the police if everybody just had guns. Hey, you gonna break into my house and I got a gun? Hell no, you ain't, because your ass might get lit up.
I don't know about that argument, but I see what you're saying.
What's
But
the police for? What's the police for? They've been fighting a failed war on drugs for years.
oh, we know, and we also know that not.
I mean, I guess, yes, you would. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but I was thinking
It's
of like
fine.
a domestic violence issue or something like that. You would definitely have to have outside,
There's plenty of other. I could see other, like someone that's taken hostages, and they've all been disarmed. I mean, you gotta have them sometimes, but
Yeah, I guess.
the way the system is now, it's broken, obviously, and that's what needs to be fixed. I just don't know how to fix it.
It's.
And I'm for peaceful protesting, as much as possible with any injustices.
For sure, but there comes a point, man, where peaceful protesting doesn't work anymore. It's been how long have we been fighting this fight? How long have we been arguing this argument, and all the peaceful protests haven't accomplished a damn thing?
I mean, I know sometimes it takes burning down a police station. I understand that. Yeah. Because guess who got arrested, And it is because of the rioting. So it's still not justice, though, because he knew what he was doing. That was 9 minutes. He was on purpose putting his knee on this man's neck.
And as horrible as
he knew what he was doing.
As this man's death is, it's the compounding that has happened time after time after time, and all the voices who came before this man, who there was no justice for.
Mm-hmm.
You're damn right. It's probably about time to. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it because they are not gonna throw me in jail.
Keep it to yourself.
Oh my gosh! But sometimes you got to do what you got to do, man. And it's I wish that we could. I want peace. I want peacefulness all over.
We want the utopia.
We want the utopia for sure. We want everybody to be, oh man, this is so much to get into, and there's just so many layers and so many levels. And it's Sager brought up a good point on the Hill when he said that a lot of it is poor versus rich, because there's a lot of poor white neighborhoods who get a lot of bad treatment, and there's a lot of poor African American neighborhoods that get poor treatment, and so on and so forth, all throughout different communities. A lot of it has to do with being poor. What are you fixing to do?
Who you gonna punch?
You gonna punch the YangGang?
That's so rude.
Why would you do that? The YangGang got you this mask.
Yep, that's true. He doesn't like our channel. I understand, because it takes us. We get busy, but I mean, we consider it work, and we try to, it's important that we do it. I feel like what we're doing is important. So he's just a little salty about that, because he wants, especially with the quarantine and everything, he wants to be with us 24/7, have our full attention 24/7. It's tough. It's got more needy since the lockdown. So
he literally thumbs down our videos.
He does.
So when y'all see that one thumbs down, for so long we were wondering, like, who the hell would thumb down our channel? Because we consistently be getting
just
one
that
thumb
one
down.
thumb
One
down.
thumb down.
And then we found out
it was little YangGang the whole time. Thumbing down our videos. Wow.
I really want to go on a lighter note with y'all and show you this picture, but I can't seem to find it. Oh, there it is. You've got everybody right. Looting, which I don't agree with looting. I mean, some of those people, though, some of those photos I've seen are people looting were literally taking diapers and car seats. And it's like, I mean, while it's going on, would you take the opportunity to get a car seat for your baby if you didn't have one? It's a tough one. But I just wanted to share this photo with you. I don't know if you've seen it, but this man here, he's like, I gotta get my Legos. That's what he's got. He's got 2 boxes of Legos. That's what he decided to loot. And I thought that was kind of
Well, what you got to understand is in a world where there is a lack of the freedom dividend, you know, this man's one dream has been since Lego Masters came out on TV to make it to Lego Masters Challenge. And he saw the opportunity to fulfill that dream and he took his Legos. Or maybe he was poor. Maybe he was a dad that like.
He kind of looked like he was going home to play with those Legos.
Maybe.
I don't know why. That's just my perception.
Well, but maybe he was getting them like for his son or his child. They had a birthday and maybe he couldn't afford it. I mean, I don't know. There's 1,000.
But stealing is always wrong. We know this. But I don't know. If we had freedom dividends, would we need to steal anything during the looting?
I don't agree because if stealing was wrong, obviously the government wouldn't have been stealing from us forever, right?
Right. So if they're allowed to steal, well, 2 wrongs don't make a right, though.
The government.
It's a fine line, right?
Man, it's crazy.
You got stealing is like Robin Hood, you know, and then stealing like our government. And there's a fine line between what's right and what's wrong when it comes to stealing. Am I right?
I understood scissors. Wait. Breaking news. Breaking news. Breaking news. Our son just ran off with scissors and saying kind of crazy stuff. So this is what we live with. This is what we deal with all the time. It's great. He's a lot like his daddy. I am very energetic. I always want to be the center of attention, in case y'all didn't know. I love it. But, man, living with a little me, and you know what? It's so crazy. Like my mom, when I was growing up, she was like, one day you'll get a little you. You'll get a little you. I was like, man, whatever, dude. I'm awesome. Go ahead. I'm talking about my mom cursing me with a little me. She said, one day you'll get a little you.
Yeah.
And it's sure.
Why am I being cursed too?
Sure enough.
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. He's great.
Come here.
But I understand what you're saying. No, he's like you. Hard-headed.
You don't want to be on camera now? Well, come on.
Oh, you want to be next to me? I'll scoot over a little bit so
right.
you can be next to me. All right. He wants to be a YouTube star and show you his Leonardo with Crocs on. Isn't that adorable?
It's funny too.
It is funny.
It is funny.
Like his shoes look a little big for his feet.
Do you want to tell him about your new pet?
About a new pet. His name is Torty. It's a toad that is a tiny frog.
You could go get him. Get him off of that porch.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Quarantine life. We acquire new pets. And
Don't tell him about the other one. Don't even.
oh
Then he'll
man.
hear you. Oh my God. Okay.
Yeah, they gotta do it. It got loose out of his cage. So y'all didn't hear that from me. So what are we talking about? This is what you get when you tune into this channel. You get a bunch of craziness and a bunch of like we don't know what we're doing, and we just kind of okay. Let's see.
Yeah,
Torty.
like I lost my train of thought, and I don't even remember what else was on the agenda. So Q&A. You got any questions? And
He breed on you.
okay, you want to hold them up? That's the camera right there. I'm gonna put them real close. Isn't that the cutest little toad you ever seen?
Well, get him. Don't step on it. He just jumped out of his head.
He's fine. He's fine. Everything's okay.
No animals were harmed in the making of this video. We promise. We hope.
And he's very good with animals. He's been handling, especially things like frogs and lizards and crawdads and such, since he was about a year old. So it's something we've taught him to be very extra careful, and he loves animals.
One of his heroes is Coyote Peterson, who
He's a YouTuber.
Is a YouTuber.
Yes, he has a show on Animal Planet now too.
Yeah, he likes to let himself be stung by things. And he got stung by what are them things?
One of those hornets that are in the U.S. now.
Yeah,
the murder hornet.
Murder hornets.
Yeah, he got stung by one of those, and he does it for like research purposes to see which one hurts more, the effects of it. Because they do have studies on it, but he wants to document it. Plus, he's scared of getting stung by things, so he's doing it to overcome his own fear of it.
But you know what? I admire that, right? Because I am scared of heights.
Just like Daddy
Just
Pig.
like Daddy Pig.
Yeah, he's scared of heights too.
And that's like telling me to climb up top of a ladder and like not be scared and like just keep. I literally will wake up some nights and dreaming that I'm like way up high. Like my last one was for some reason I was supposed to clean a skyscraper's windows, and they opened the window, and I woke myself up saying, "Hell no!" That's how real these things are for me. What we doing?
Comb.
Nothing.
Comb.
You want me to use a comb?
Comb.
So if we
Al
got,
was reminding us
No.
about not kissing toads and then what is that? Johnathan? About washing hands after.
Johnny, look what happened to Mike Tyson. That's funny.
Yeah, you should wash your hands after you touch.
Did you wash your hands?
Turtle toes. I asked him, and he said,
I don't want to.
Steve-O was cool. Steve-O was cool. We definitely like Steve-O. When addressing with Congress, get them to. Oh, hold on.
"That's a really long one."
Yeah, but we're gonna address this. Hold on, Pop. When you address Congress, get them to remember back to when they first ran, when they wanted change. You are running for office for the first time. Make them remember, remind them when they first ran.
They told you to hold on a minute.
That is so very true. The problem is they don't care. They don't care. If we haven't seen the disconnect that they have with the American people on our level, on the broke folk vote level, like it's never been more apparent than it is right now. You know, it's literally sickening. When I was driving we live in Vermont, right? And we live in a small town. And we go over into New Hampshire to get to the Walmart and all that stuff.
All the stores are right across the border in New Hampshire. We don't have anything close to us.
When I was driving through town earlier, it was really, really depressing because when we first moved here, I saw a lot of businesses that were open.
Mm-hmm.
Since this has hit and everything's been locked down, not only have those businesses closed down, been closed, but now I'm seeing a bunch of for sale signs that I didn't see when we first moved here.
Mm-hmm.
That's how hard this is impacting families all across the United States. And the fact that Congress doesn't see this as
and if they do, they don't care. They're not going to do anything about it, unfortunately.
As long as the stock market goes up, right?
Because of that UBI card, we still hold out hope that UBI is coming very soon in our future. I mean, we all got to fight for it. We got to get others on board with it. And I don't know. I don't know what we're going to do with Congress. We have to get rid of who's in there now and put YangGang in there. So vote in your local elections for pro-UBI candidates.
Look, I'm not going to cuss Congress out for sure. And I do have a great knack for being able to relate to people. The problem is,
how are you going to relate to Congress? They're so out of touch.
Money clouds a lot of people's vision in Washington. And if the money that is clouding their vision is not your money, then they don't give a crap. They don't care. They'll let us come and they'll let us talk in front of them. And they'll be like, oh, yeah, that is definitely a great idea. It's a great idea.
Thank you.
And then the Democrats are going to, it's because we're going, having all this with Congress on the Democratic side, basically is, it's controlled by the Democrats. It's become a partisan issue. And we're back to that again.
Exactly.
And the Republicans won't support it because they think it's a Democratic issue now. Now that the Democrats want to chirp about it, oh, no.
I had something to say about that.
And it's the same thing with the Republican side.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, with the Democrats. If Trump is for something, the Democrats are absolutely against it. No matter what it is, whether it's good for the country or not, they're just automatically against it because they have Trump ratings. And it's nuts that this is happening, that this is what we have to deal with. And which brings us to one of our other points that we wanted to talk about. Johnathan Herzog,
Mm-hmm.
Mike Breuer, Walsingham, David Kim. These are all seats that are absolutely takeable, winnable. We have to support, especially them, because they have what I feel like is the greatest chance of victory. We just trended yesterday, debate Herzog now,
Mm-hmm.
and tagged Jerry Nadler 150 times with bee stings. And it was great because guess what? We got a commitment out of Jerry Nadler to debate Johnathan Herzog. How about that, YangGang?
That's pretty cool.
One thing is, Congress fears the YangGang. Yeah, true. When you got people in Congress coming up to Andrew Yang and asking him, how do we get you not to endorse our opponent? You got some clout.
Mm-hmm.
You know that the YangGang is coming strong. And Andrew's not pulling any punches. He said support recurring payments. Easy peasy.
It seems like it would be so easy, and then they had to turn it into this. And that's why, thank you, Serpent, by the way. Thanks for the shout out. This is why we need to protest. I know we tried to do that one, what was it, the in-car protest, and I don't know. We are in the middle of nowhere, so it makes it a little harder for us, and we do love to do some good protesting. Let me tell you.
For sure.
But we need to be more serious about how we protest. Like, I don't know how we can I seriously think we need to get Anonymous in on this. They love some protesting. Let's get them in, tell them, you want UBI, let's do UBI. I know some of them agree with that.
But that's just it. Like, Anonymous Belgium is the ones that put out the fact that the cop that had been charged, the cop that did it, this is not his first rodeo. Like, this is not his first infraction. Listen, oh my gosh, right? This is how crazy this is. Okay, we just had on, last Friday night, we had on Nakima Levy-Armstrong, who is the president, and Leslie Redmond, who's the president of the NAACP. I know, because I say Leslie, and then the S just comes out again, because I try to talk too fast.
Yep.
President of the NAACP in Minneapolis. And we just had this conversation Friday night about how Amy Klobuchar made her career off of sending an innocent man to prison, who's still in prison. And they wanted to get Amy to acknowledge the fact that she was wrong. But that would be for her to commit political suicide. But then you see this all jump off right where we just had her on Friday night. And then you see this jump off in Minneapolis. To me, it's just mind-blowing, the synchronicity that's going on with everything. Y'all, we are living in a crazy time here in America. And I don't know I guess y'all do, because y'all are kind of on the inside looking out. The people who watch this channel all the time, the people who tune in, y'all are on the inside looking out. But y'all see that this is one of the craziest times ever to be alive. We got viruses running around. We got Trump in the White House. We've got I mean, craziness in the streets. We've got people who are starving. We've got people who are without their medicine, and it's just getting worse. And then on the other side, we've got technology taking off. We've got space travel. Elon Musk doing what he's supposed to launch tomorrow, right? You've got him launching in for casual, what do you call it? Recreational space travel. Recreational space travel. If this is not one of the craziest times to be alive,
right? And
man,
just a couple of months ago, we were worried about World War III starting. Like, it's like this, especially this year, has just been totally, like, all the things that have happened in such a short time. It's making this year go by extra slow. But yes, it is a great time to be alive because there's cool things like going to space stuff. But yeah, lots of technology. I missed the first half. Like, I'm just trying to catch up. I'm sorry.
I mean, I'm watching videos of DARPA robots, right? Who are jumping through obstacle courses and like they're trying to knock them all over. And these we are about to have robot soldiers. We're about to what?
Oh my.
2020 is using no lube. Is that what you were laughing about?
Yeah.
I know you so well. That's funny. It sure is not. It sure is not. It is crazy time to be alive. We got robots about to hit the streets. We've got literally they got robots going through
aliens. I mean,
telling people to social distance. And it's crazy.
We saw this really cool robot for kids. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was like $1,500
Yeah,
worth of cool.
$1,500.
But it's like this robot.
Kids.
I don't even remember what it was called. This is robot that like
Moxie.
I think it was.
Oh.
But anyway, it like communicates with you just like
it's like another child, and like it gives you missions, and like it talks to you like it's a person. It's scary, but it's really cool at the same time, especially if you have a child that's by himself. Children wise, gives them a robot companion. Who needs friends when you have robots? I mean, I would much rather have robot friends than real friends. Sorry, y'all. I love y'all. You can be my friends, but I'm an introvert. That probably has something to do with me only wanting robots that I can just switch off when I don't want to talk to them anymore.
Okay, sorry. See, this is, when I was talking about the crossroads that we were all at.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is one of those crossroads. So you're going down that path. I'm going.
I don't know. Robot
I'm against Skynet. I'm coming out right now. I am against Skynet, and we will be part of the revolution. Mm-hmm. And if we got to fight fucking robots, we got to fight robots. But that's what we're gonna do.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? You're gonna be part of the board, man.
All my ladies out there, like Jen, who may agree with this. Okay, so let's say you could have a robot husband, right?
Or a robot wife that's completely perfect and will do whatever you want.
Yeah, or a wife for the men out there, or the LGBTQ. You can do whatever. You can pick multiple versions. Yeah, let's see. Perfect. They do everything right. They do everything for you.
So you're basically talking about the extension of the human race. Basically.
Yeah. No, they'd find a way. They'd be like a way, especially if it was a male.
Yeah, because there's people like me out there who'd be like, nah, I'm
gonna sell my sperm, and they put it in the robots. I'm sorry, this is getting way too detailed right now.
Wow.
Moving on. What? Come on. I mean, I love you. I would have both. Can I have both?
I guess I can have both.
Yeah, you can have both. As long as the robot looks like me.
Wow. Where did this conversation get away from us? I'll get
a robot that looks like you. Think about this for a minute. No, never mind. We'll discuss this later. Okay.
I'm living red bullets, y'all. It just got hotter than mud stew in here.
So, Andrew Yang, he says he speaks words and stuff, and what's Andrew Yang said today? Let's see.
Look, you can't beat the conversation that we just had. So here's where we're going to end it for the day, YangGang. We love you. If y'all want to donate to helping support our shopping spree for some people at the Dollar Tree, donation links are below. Just make sure that you earmark it shopping spree. Please like, hit that thumbs up. Not like little YangGang who gives us a thumbs down.
Yeah. Don't be the thumbs down person.
If you find value here, share it out, even if it's just laughing at some dumbass country people. We love you. Oh, look, Jen Hyde wants to show up now. Well, you know what, Jen? It's too late, and we just talked about you. Oh, sorry, Jen.
She was here a minute ago. I was talking to her a second ago.
We love you, YangGang. You want to say bye?
Oh, I see someone got some makeup. You want to show everybody your makeup?
Oh. Oh my gosh.
Okay.
We gotta go get YangGang. He just got into the makeup.
I think it looks great with the hose. I'm sure. Go ahead. Go for it.